We got to get through this with Boomy though, because Boomy called me. She called me a liar. She called me a liar. I saw a snippet of this when I was messing with iPod earlier. I was messing with iPod earlier. I was in his stream. I caught a snippet of what Boomy was talking about with the whole situation, with the My Team situation. And I want to see the whole video. It's a 23-minute video. We're going to speed it up to 1.25. We're going to speed that up and get straight into it. Let's see what she's talking about.
I spent 7 hours, 16 minutes, and 41 seconds with Forehead to monitor at Community Day, gathering all the intel there is on NBA
right.
2K26's gameplay. And I must admit, in NBA 2K26, if you ain't got no stick skill, get ready to have emotional damage with a...
Ain't that what it's gonna be a lot of this, chat. It's gonna be a whole lot of this. This video might be full of a whole lot of this. Ain't that what I said in the court when you was having a talk with, who was in there? You was talking to who was she talking to? She was in there having a conversation with Books Nelson. He's an artist, and he's a 2K. He does some 2K content, but he's really an artist. He's really an artist. But he's very knowledgeable on video games and on 2K, period. So, you know, she was in there talking to bro. They was conversing. I chimed in. I heard some points that she was making about My Team. So I chimed in, and I was trying to let her know. Basically, I was letting her know that the female players are not going to be at a disadvantage. They're going to be able to do everything that the male players can do on the same scale, even from a smaller body type. That the stick skill is going to prevail. And if you have the stick skill, you're going to be able to grab rebounds and score over anybody and defend anybody on the floor, especially when it comes down to the 100 overall cards and things like that. There might be some kind of difference in the beginning when we got regular cards with regular stats, but when everybody gets 99 overalls, everybody get 99 everything and all the badges, it's not going to be a difference. It's a fantasy game. But yeah, I was saying stick skill is going to prevail. And basically, that's what she just said in the beginning of the video. She started the video off 22 seconds in with stick skill. But she called me I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like I told her that day, you'll see. You're gonna see. But she called me a liar. She was kind of pressed. I don't know if she was pressed or not, but she called me a liar for my takes, for letting her know what I was saying. And it hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, because I spend time on this game. It was somebody in her chat too that was saying I was tripping too. Either way, I told you. This is my I told you so moment. I had to get that in. I had to get that in because it's just not, I'm not a liar. I know what I'm talking about. A lot of folks in the community can try to pass me off for, you got low numbers and you don't know what you're talking about and you don't do this. I do this. I do this. It's embarrassing how much I do this. It is embarrassing how much I am a 2K head. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's just get into it. 22 seconds in though, she said stick skill is gonna be the end all beat all.
In NBA 2K26, if you ain't got no stick skill, get ready to have emotional damage with HD graphics, courtesy of fast-paced gameplay, dribble gods, and a defensive system that hangs you out to dry. In other words, the skill gap is back, and this year, it's actually fun. So smash that like button, get ready to learn quick stopping, because it's time to break down everything we know about gameplay in NBA 2K26. But wait, before I give you all this free sauce, I gotta give a huge shout out to NBA 2K for flying me out to San Francisco to play the game early at Community Day. It's because of them I could break down this raw footage for y'all and ask the 2K community's phantom Mike Wang himself about the changes we see in the game. And boy, let me tell you, there's a lot. 2K26 is all about skill, as heard straight from Mike Wang.
I'm waiting on this new keyboard. I'm low-key, I'm waiting on this new keyboard. I want to hear what she said to him, though. I can't back up with my... This is embarrassing. Embarrassing. I can't back up. This is going to be a long video, though. It looked like they was playing 10s. Okay, yeah, I see all 5 PlayStation mics right here. They must have been playing All-Star Team Up right here. That's what this must be.
Let me tell you, there's a lot. 2K26 is all about skill, as heard straight from Mike Wang.
Skill? That was a big goal for us this year. Make sure that the outcome of the game is dictated by the gamer, not by anything else.
To translate for you, I'm letting all y'all know right now, a bunch of y'all getting exposed this year. Don't blame the game.
It's over for you nuts who cannot swing your thumbs. It's a wrap. I'm telling you this. I've been telling you this. You're going to need your thumbs this year. If you can't swing your fingers, it's over for you. If you don't know the mechanics on the controller, it's a wrap for you dudes.
It's time to get in the lab and learn how to master these new major changes to gameplay. Right off the rip, the first thing you gotta understand is the speed. As heard in yesterday's vlog, the game is significantly faster in NBA 2K26. That 10%
speed
bump
pace
made a huge difference in the overall pace of each game. All-Star Team Up was fast, chaotic, but most importantly fun, which is surprising because it seems like the court is much smaller than the 2K25 rec court.
Nah, I'm not gonna hold you. That look a little sped up. And I wish I could use my back button so I could just 5 seconds skip back real quick. I can't skip back because my skip back button is broke. I'll drop this little wireless too many times.
In the overall pace of each game. All-Star Team Up was fast, chaotic, but
that footage looks sped up.
But most importantly fun, which is surprising because it seems like the court is much smaller than the 2K25 rec court. Yet the speed differential...
Okay, I'm tripping. My bad, chat. I put it on 1.25. Yeah, it is sped up.
is much improved in the half court and on breaks. Blink twice, and all of a sudden you're down 6 point in triple threat park games. Fast-paced gameplay is the reason most of us fell in love with NBA 2K.
Them nails kind of booming.
It's
yeah, them nails kind of booming.
Impact can be felt in every aspect of the game, especially when it comes to this first category. Playmaking with fast-paced gameplay just hits different. Ankle breakers are a bit sweeter, dots to the corner causes for celebration, and ISO buckets come with straight ease. The game is way more responsive than 25, and with the up game speed, the ISO gods will be moving in 2K26.
I love it.
If you love to dribble, here are 3 things you need to know about playmaking in NBA 2K26. Momentum crosses are back and available with any dribble style. To do it, flick up on the right stick, then hold R2 and flick the left stick in the opposite direction to momentum cross. Quick protect dribbles is new to NBA 2K25, and if you're gonna be the primary ball handler, you need to know how to use this feature.
I'm not even planning on being a primary ball handler, but I'm definitely making something that can momentum dribble on level 2 at least level 2. Especially when I end up getting take. You know, when I'm getting close to take or when I get takeover. When I get takeover, it might be on a level 3 dribbler, but I'm definitely getting something that can move on level 2. That's definitely what we're making.
Quick protect dribbles to avoid steals from lockdowns, while also giving yourself a powerful tool to combo defenders right into crabs. To do it, tap L2 at any time to get this quick protect animation. But lastly, inverted crosses are back, but are extremely difficult to master. Basically, you have to cross over using the right stick, then hold R2 while quickly crossing back to the same hand. It was super hard for me to do, but if you look at this footage, Statistics had my back. If you want a full breakdown how to do it, check him out. But y'all let me know in the comments, can you see yourself mastering these moves? Old heads will say that it's cheesy or exploity, but dribbling in NBA 2K26 feels fun again. Simplistic dribblers like myself can use left stick dribbling and speed boosting to get open for quick buckets, while advanced dribble guys like Statistics can create insane combinations with left stick canceling, L2 canceling, shot canceling, momentums, and so forth. Take it from Cheese.
Steezo is gonna be super tough. Oh God.
Dribbling is back, so if you want an in-depth tutorial on everything they found during Community Day, check out dribblers like Statistics, Koza, Fana, Spam, and Dooms. But as for me, I'ma stick to what I do best when it comes to playmaking, and that's making reads with my passing. Does it feel better than last year? Yes. Is passing actually great? I don't really think so. It seems...
What? I mean, how bad can passing get? I know you can get snatched out the lanes. I know certain things do happen where the pass is just... the biggest thing for me is direction. The passes were not going in the right direction for me. Sometimes I'll be pointing towards the left corner and it'll go to the right wing. I'm not even gonna hold you. And I know it could be settings, but I've checked the settings 12 times. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not settings. I think in 25, the passing was broken. It was really broken. So I need to see
It's
improvements
clear
there.
that 2K wants us to utilize the other pass types in the game, talking about rat passes in tight spaces, lob entry passes to the paint, and so on. But I'ma be honest, the icon is the only real way to guarantee the pass is thrown to the right person. So until something changes, I'm not taking any chances. I'ma still pass with icon and be mad when I throw it at somebody's body. But before you start any game in NBA 2K26, you need to make sure you turn off these two settings, so the game does not sell you. Here's how you can find them. Hit start, then under controller settings, go down to passive hand dribbles. Turn that setting off. This will give you the most control by making
We did that. It didn't work. It still passed off to the, I don't know.
sure the ball hand doesn't change inadvertently thanks to the game. Then in the same controller settings, scroll down further until you get to auto lob to moving receiver. This is something new for 2K26 and you want to make sure this is off. But turning this setting off stops you from throwing slow lob entry passes.
Oh yeah, we definitely got to turn that off. I ain't trying that.
To somebody cutting to the paint. I guess they said most of y'all don't have any IQ anyway, but if you leave this setting on, any Billy, Timmy, or Bobby can steal the ball off cuts to the paint. Don't say I ain't never put you on. Last couple things for playmaking. Adrenaline is still in the game and works pretty much the same as 25. When you speed boost off more than one dribble, you're gonna lose a bar. But if you're skilled, from what I heard, you can short cancel to keep your adrenaline bars from depleting. But if we're being honest, in 2K26, it's not the adrenaline bars you gotta worry about. Spamming dribble moves will eat your stamina super quick, making it significantly easier as a defender to pluck the ball from you. So be mindful of what combos you use. But I know what you're already thinking. Boomy, it sounds like Mike gave dribblers the world. Will the defense actually be able to keep up? And to that I say, you gotta wait and see, cause we not done talking about the changes to the offense. RNG is gone in NBA 2K26. Yeah, that was the headline,
really though?
but what does that actually mean? Well, unlike NBA 2K25, when you hit the green window, 99.9% of the time, it will go in. But please don't get that confused. That does not mean varied shot timings are gone. If you grab somebody in 2K26, it's gonna speed up. And sometimes randomly it slows down. Overall, shooting feels way better and much improved than 2K25. But knowing your jump shot cue is key to increasing your shot percentage. Let me just keep it real. It's extremely easy to shoot on NBA 2K26. If you master these 3 shooting skills. Rhythm shooting was completely reworked in NBA 2K26, and it's even more OP than 2K25. How, you may ask? It's because with rhythm shooting in 2K26, you technically can hit whites even though it's green or mid.
Right.
Thanks to the new green conditions for rhythm shooting. So listen closely as I explain how it works. To rhythm shoot in 2K26.
I'm not gonna hold you. It sound like Mike put in a failsafe for people who can't shoot. That's what all this stick shooting has always equated to for me. Or it's a workaround for people who are gonna cheat. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it all. Like, why is bro year after year working on this system where you don't have to green the shot? What is this? What is this, Mike? I need to know why you're so adamant on having a system in a game where it holds your hand for you. It's always something in the game that's holding somebody's hand. Why don't we have to green or miss? Why is there a system in here where we can white? You only got to green the timing. I don't know. You have too many fail safes in the game, bro.
You still hold the right stick in any direction, then flick the right stick in the opposite of that direction, matching the speed of the animation you see on screen. However, there's one major change that can completely break this system. Instead of having to green the push timing and tempo, you can essentially white your timing, but as long as you match the speed of the animation on screen to its recommended jump shot green point, you'll still make the shot. So if you want to make every shot in 2K26, you better get to learning rhythm shooting because it's extremely lethal if you combine it with this next skill. I promise I'm not passing you the ball in NBA 2K26 if you're not using this new feature. Corner sitters, you'll be open every single time if you use no dip, catch, and shoots. It's extremely easy to use. All you do is hold.
We've been using that for 10 years now. I've been holding the trigger for 10 years on my jumpers out the corner. On my catch and shoot jumpers, I've been holding the left trigger for 10 years. If you haven't been, then 2K failed to give you the cheese. They failed to give you the knowledge that you need to be as best as you could be for the last 10 years.
Hold L2 off ball before the pass is thrown to get an extremely quick release when shooting. And that's before you factor in custom jump shots. Moral of the story, we're catching corners lacking all 2026 with pocket rockets from deep. Quick stopping is back in NBA 2K26, and it's easier than ever. To quick stop, all you do is flick the right stick up while holding turbo. Then let everything go before you shoot the ball. Go under screens, and I promise you, you cook. Mwah, get it out the net. Basically, in NBA 2K26, shooting is easy with green or miss. Shots are lightning fast, especially for WNBA players. Hopefully, Caitlin Clark's release is available in my career because I'm telling you, it's soup. And mid-ranges are still the preferred go-to shot. Limitless will have to be tested when the game comes out because we know latency affects that shot more than others. But if you were a consistent shooter in NBA 2K25 through the RNG, you'll be just fine in 2K26. And if you didn't, I'll have plenty of tutorials here to help you build your skill along the way. Or you could come over to the dark side by mastering this next category. Old head buckets are thriving in NBA 2K26. No matter if you're pressing your W key all the way to the rim or finishing with finesse in the post, you'll have an abundance of ways to attack the paint. So don't be a fool. Become a master slasher in 2K26 by bullying defenders with these new moves. The dunk meter is extremely easy to use in NBA 2K26. Just hold R2 and the right stick back to trigger a meter dunk. But unlike in NBA 2K25, if you have a high driving dunk, the majority of the time, your player will attempt to boom the ball with a meter dunk. And as an added bonus, the defense can't make your meter disappear. If the defense happens to collapse on you, you still will be able to time the meter with a layup attempt. So unless the paint is completely empty, you should be forcing the meter every single time to try to.
So they took that hands up feature out. If I hold my hands up when we get to the paint, I defend you all the way to the paint. You get to the paint and I'm still in front of you, around you, somewhere next to you. And I hold the right stick up or in a certain direction. And it makes your meter skitch. That's gone. Your meter's not going to skitch no more. I guess that's cool for y'all. Not for me.
To trigger a dunk.
It was kind of a staple for my defense. And if I wasn't using a paint protector.
There's no downside to it. Yet, with the way this next move is working, you might not even want to dunk. Layups in 2K26 are extremely fun to use. It's at 24 levels of speed for speedy finishers like Steph Curry or Ja Morant, while paint bullies like Ant or LeBron bulldoze you out the way. I really can't wait to share how this changes the way we make builds in NBA 2K26 tomorrow, but just know, if you go to a paint with floaters or scoops, it's no longer a guaranteed block in the paint, and I love it. But I need y'all to promise not to bully me for what I say next, because I'm definitely considering making a post for an NBA 2K26. I know, chill. But not only are under basket standing dunks dominant again, but post go-to shots are a welcome addition to completely saucing paint defenders. I can see Dirk right now using Wemby's or LaMelo shot to create insane space in the post. But even better, the post go-to shots that have a dribble in there first can be canceled and speed boost out of, which creates insane combo possibilities for all my dribble guys. While footwork specialists like Black Cobra can step through, spin you to death. Main point here is, don't ignore those animations in the builder. Lastly, I want to make a public announcement right now. I will not be throwing any oops during block community runs. Y'all couldn't catch oops when they had one button to worry about in 2K25. Now you got 4 to worry about, and most of y'all love selling me on purpose. So don't even ask me, don't beg me on a break. The answer is no, I'm not throwing it. Last thing I will say about the finishing though, you can try to slow down your rolls if you want to.
You got to throw some of those. You can't count everybody out. Like me, I'm mashing those. I don't care what button pops up. I'm popping that button and I'm mashing the ball into the rim. That's just how my slasher is going to be built. Do I like the feature though? No, but it's going to make for better 1v1s for those, everybody that was throwing it off the glass, throwing selfies off the glass last year with a 25. Everybody was spamming selfies off the glass and it just seemed like it took no skill. It's going to make it take skill now. So I get it for the 1v1 sessions, but I think y'all could have just put that in the 1v1s just for folks who's just for the folks who are strictly abusing that in the ones, because all you needed was a step to the left or a step to the right, and it was like bang, bang. So I get it.
And you might, emphasis on the might, get one. But I'm telling you right now, if I'm in the paint, I'm sending that to next week. You've been warned. All in all, offense is everything we could have hoped for. Dynamic ways to score the ball, multiple play styles being viable, dribble guys returning to final form. It just looks beautiful.
All right.
Will it stay that way? Who knows? The game technically isn't out yet and could change. But I think I can speak for most of us who were at Community Day when I say 2K26 feels refreshing. But most importantly, fun. Don't get it twisted though. This is definitely an offensive heavy game, sort of like 19 and 22. With that being said, I know why most of y'all are here. As a primary lockdown, an elite 3-5 defender, how do I feel about the defense in NBA 2K26? Well, remember how I said most low...
Hold on, Jones. Did she say an elite 3-5 defender? Who?
Is definitely an offensive heavy game, sort of like 19 and 22. With that being said, I know why most of y'all are here. As a primary lockdown, an elite 3-5 defender, how...
An elite 3-5 defender? I guess a big, pretty much a forward. I get it.
How do I feel about the defense in NBA 2K26? Well, remember how I said most low-skill players will be getting exposed this year? Well, how you answer that question will reveal your skill as a defender. To the casual fan, it's gonna feel like defense is completely non-existent, while skilled defenders will manage fine, though we will be frustrated. The responsiveness of the game is felt on both sides. I can keep up with most ball handlers, but with all the skill changes in 2K26, the bulk of the work is in changing our mindset when it comes to defense. Let's be real, 8 hours is just not enough time to give definitive answers and test everything. But if you don't want to be barbecue chicken on defense in NBA 2K26, you're gonna have to learn to master these defensive skills. Blitzing is the only way to consistently get on-ball steals in NBA 2K26.
What?
So as a defender...
That's nasty. We're gonna have to get blitz steals all year? Did she say that's the most effective? Well, let me make sure I heard that right. I wish I had my 5-second skip. I'm making this hard on us.
Let's be real, 8 hours is just not enough time to give definitive answers and test everything. But if you don't want to be barbecue chicken on defense in NBA 2K26, you're gonna have to learn to master these defensive skills. Blitzing is the only way to consistently get on-ball steals in NBA 2K26. So as a defender, play a specific hand of a ball handler. Then
I haven't played the game yet, but I don't agree. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be equally effective, more equally effective ways to get some good steals off. But it's just gonna take hours of labbing. Like she said, she just said she only had about 8 hours in there. So I believe once folks get to about 90 hours, 100 hours, we should see some more development to that story. It should be some developments in that.
Anticipate when they will speed boost to the side you're playing. Beat him to the spot and press square as they start to move to blitz their hand and hopefully end up with a steal. But I'm telling you right now, be careful. The ball's box detection, is much smaller this year. So if you're off in your timing, you'll either
got a small box,
or end up fouling. Stealing the ball is extremely easy in NBA 2K26 if you learn the secret to playing passing lanes. Here's how to do it. Position yourself in the sweet spot.
She's saying the lanes? She's saying the lanes are sweet? Oh, no.
Ball handler and your man. Then anticipate the pass and press square at the right time to steal the ball. Letting you know...
So wait. Get between my man and the balls? Get between my man's... I almost said that. Get in between my man and the ball handler. Basically, monkey in the middle is going to work this year. That's what she's saying. As long as it's not as terrible as it was in the beginning of 25,
thrown off the play or end up fouling. Stealing the ball is extremely easy in NBA 2K26 if you learn the secret to playing passing lanes. Here's how to do it. Position yourself in the sweet spot off ball between the ball handler and your man. Then anticipate the pass and press square at the right time to steal the ball. Letting you know right now, passing lanes are OD in NBA 2K26. And since the other methods to defend at a high rate are cooked, I bet not hear one guard ask for lanes to be nerfed. Or on my mama, I'm blocking y'all immediately for utter stupidity. Your defense sucks in NBA 2K26. And let me tell you why. The reason you're stuck at 60 win percentages and keep getting your ankle snatched anytime you touch the court is because you equate good defense with the number of steals and blocks you generate. And boy, let me tell you, you're sorely gonna be disappointed with the defensive tools in the game. While it's cool to be an absolute menace and just swipe at the ball, in reality, legendary defenders play legendary positional defense. First, I know it's not flashy, but when you play for the stop, bump guards all the way down, use your help effectively, and let go of your pride when needed by rotating when you're beat, defense in NBA 2K26 will be hard, but not impossible. And if you go into the game with this mindset, you'll increase your win percentage in no time and play spectacular defense. I'm gonna be honest, the contest system in NBA 2K isn't completely broken. Most of y'all just have zero IQ when it comes to defense in 2K. And since y'all understanding of a good shot contest needs more work than my IRL ball handle, to ensure y'all don't keep selling me on stream, I'm gonna help you out and give you a 3-question checklist to ask yourself before you go running to Ronnie on Twitter trying to cuss him out about the contest system in 2K26. So, question number 1, are you in front of the ball handler before he goes up for a shot? If you're anywhere on his side or closing out late, that is in fact a dead-eye shot, and you just gotta play better defense. Question number 2, does said shooter also have a high mid-range or 3-point shot and or is much taller than you? If that's a yes, you will indeed need to jump, or you stand a high chance of getting a green bean facial for lack of defensive contest. Yeah, baby boo, them shots are open. Question number 3, and this one's the most important, is that same said shooter under 6'3" and therefore running around with platinum mini marksman? If the answer is yes, use them $200 Kobe's that you got on and press triangle to jump. If not, all of those shots are open. So let's recap. What did we learn? The contest system.
That's good advice. That's good advice.
System in 2K26 emphasizes good defensive positioning. That is true. But with green or miss, no dip catch and shoots, and the OD rhythm shooting changes, that's simply not gonna be enough. That's not even mentioning quick stopping, standing dunks, and boosted layups. So as much as it pains you as a defender, get off your feet and jump, because it's clear 2K26 is going to be an offensive heavy game. So the majority of the time, it's going to reward the players with the most skill, aka people making tough buckets. Ghost contest isn't gonna save you for bad positioning. And to be honest, it's not something we should be begging Mike Wang for. Hand down, man down. But that goes for the paint as well. 2K25 gave y'all some bad habits as rim defenders, especially when you got low interior, which we'll definitely harp on tomorrow. But the fact is, if you're standing under the rim and expecting to get a contest on layups or dunks, you will in fact, in 2K26, get boomed on. No pun intended.
You gotta get from under that rim.
Same thing goes for rebounding. Good positioning is the key to hauling in boards. I grabbed several rebounds over taller defenders, including one with 6-foot Cheryl Swoops over 7'4" Wemby, because I focused on what? Say it with me, boxing out before jumping for the board. You'll also get more of my W adventures later today, but greening rebounds isn't as common as you think, and it does.
I was just saying, that's what I said to open the video. That's what I was saying to open the video. I mean, hey, I'm not even looking for an apology. You could still say I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I just have to be a liar. As long as I'm getting them rebounds with Cheryl Swoops over 7'4" Wemby, it don't matter. I'll be the liar. I'll be that.
Doesn't matter nearly as much as getting to the box out, which is refreshing, because in 2K25, that's the whole reason I stopped playing stage, because the attribute mattered more than the skill. So I'm telling you right now, as somebody who plays 3 through 5 at a high level, don't overthink it. The rebounding feedback meter in NBA 2K26 literally has one job, and that's to train you hard-headed, delusional knuckleheads in the 2K community to recognize when is the right time to jump for the rebound. So if you green a rebound and miss, the majority of the time is because you didn't position yourself correctly. You need both positioning and timing to get paid as the board man. Don't say, I ain't never put you on. But It's clear with the near 8 hours I had with the game. 2K is finally taking the training wheels off. They're giving every part of the 2K community an opportunity to showcase their skills. So, you guys need to get in a lab, hone your skills, but most importantly, have fun. Because that's what I did with my time at Community Day. Is the game perfect?
Right.
No. There are some issues with it, but it's clear that 2K is confident about this year's game. Not only will they give us 7 days early access, a first in 2K's history, but with the builder reveal tomorrow, you'll see exactly why the majority of creators coming out of Community Day, both comp and casual, are excited for this year's release. But like I've been saying this entire video, 8 hours isn't nearly enough time to get a true feel for the gameplay. So I'll be casting my full judgment when the game releases and have a full review by the launch on September 5th. In the meantime, there's so much more to talk about. The W has been fully integrated in my team and it absolutely shocked me. So make sure to hit that sub button and turn on your noties because at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be dropping my team first impressions. But if you need something
hit that like button too
right now to hold you over in the meantime, go ahead and tap this video on the screen. And on that note, I'm gonna see y'all in that one. Or that one. I don't know where it is, but I'll see y'all in that one. Good night.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, good video. That's a W video. W for the W. W info. That's some good input. We gotta see though. That makes me actually want to pre-order right now. I've been waiting to pre-order, but man. We getting right. You know what I mean? Y'all subscribe if you're new. I'm gonna leave a link to this in the description.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.